Getting kind of dialed in on trying to do things with this jig. This, if you're using a jig, it's not just super simple. You have to, get angles on it, set it, figure out how you're gonna make the plunge lines and where they're gonna end. And this one I started before I figured out how the angles were on my belt sander. So now using a digital protractor to just go from a 90-degree angle to 87. So at 87, you're gonna get a bevel that looks like this on 1/8 inch steel. So look at this. There's a lot of flats still here on the blade. Gosh, what this thing does. I'm gonna tilt the light down a little bit. There's still a lot of flat on there, and I wanted, in my original design, I don't know if you can see this, but my line, which I can't get out because I used a scribe pen and it went too deep, so it was originally going up to there. So I got it to go up to here, and I could go probably farther if I was at like an 88 degree angle instead of an 87. So I just cleaned this up with 220 grit sandpaper, just to kind of get some of the darker scratches out of it. You can still see there are some nicks on there from the sanding on the belt sander. But let's take it out here. And so that's what that one looks like. And we're going to get that one in the clamp. And I already got some lines set up. So let's see here. And we'll just tighten that up real good. And boom. So this is my setup that I'm going to use while I do the file work on the back. I have lines marked all along it with my calipers for where I need them to be. So now if we go backwards in time and we go to our original first build, this is where that one's at. It has a handle. All three of the knives that I've been making now have practice handles on them. This one I'm going to be cleaning up the edge now that I've figured out my angle. I also figured out how to get the angled plunge lines by angling my jig. So in order to do that, I had to move my bolts up and drill holes so that they could be moved up and down. So that's what mine looks like. This clamp is just my stopping clamp. So right now when I put it on the belt sander, I go to right where I want it to stop, and then I put my clamp on it. And then every time I hit it, I can't go past my plunge line. So that's been working out pretty good. And we're going to be moving on to putting on the real scales here real soon. I'm going to just go ahead and heat treat the knives, and I got canola oil, and I got the forge kind of semi ready to go. I put this Flugu in there. It's a high temp, heat resistant stuff, so it'll go nice. And these are the scales that I'm gonna get in there. I'm coming along. So even the brass pins for the new handle. Oops, I'll try it the other way. They fit real nice, and they look nice too. So can't wait to get these suckers in there and finish this stuff up. So doing some of the detail work now, and I'll be able to do more stuff with this one. As you can see, it has like multiple different angles on it, and this one I'll be able to clean up real nice, and I'll switch to my 120 grit sandpaper. Those gouges are from hand filing, so and I left a lot of meat on this one, so I'll be able to take all those out. All right, well, that's the short update on where we're at, what we're doing, and I'll get back at you when we got more progress. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I just want to do a quick side-by-side comparison for the spine work, since they're both the same pattern, and this was my first go at it. We'll look at that one first. Now this was the first time doing this pattern right here with the triangles, and then later I added on this vine and thorn pattern, and that looks really good. And then we got this one, which I got the nice pattern going on there as well, real clean, and I just ended it right there. Now I could do something else going out to the top, but there is enough jimping and texture there already from just the pattern in by itself, so I might add a couple more lines, and that will be how it'll taper into the blade. And then this is the practice handle, and let me know what you think.